Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. The hell? Wasn't I wearing a different shirt? Huh? Anyways, welcome back to the Vampirotoothus reviews, and today we're going to be talking about the new horror movie, Do Not Breathe. Or was it Breathe Lightly? Anyways, in this movie, Stephen Lang plays a blind dude who gets robbed by a couple kids and he fucks their shit up. Now I'm just going to say right off the bat, this review is going to have spoilers in it, so you have been officially warned, so let's get into the review. Now overall, I really enjoyed this movie. From start to finish, it was an enjoyable horror cinematic experience, and that is something that's been rather lacking as of late in the theaters. It's probably one of the better horror movies I've seen since The Conjuring. This is definitely better than Lights Out. Overall, the film was wrought with tension, and that was really well done by the director. Another piece that I was really surprised with was the cinematography. Right from the beginning, we're given this long tracking shot that was pretty impressive. I think it was probably done with drone technology, and it definitely created a very, very cool aesthetic right off the bat. Now, also, when they're getting into this guy's house, they're breaking in, it's this one long shot, and a lot of times they do the illusion of a long tracking shot, but really, this didn't have any of those quick pans that usually you can do those hidden edits. This really seemed like it was one long choreographed shot that they were able to pan through the house, and some of it was kind of ham-fisted. You're like kind of shown all of the plot devices that are going to be used in the movie, and because of that, I kind of was able to see every kind of twist and turn in the movie coming, but for some reason I was okay with it. They weren't trying to like pull the wool over your eyes or anything like that. They doled out all the information right at the beginning, and it was kind of just a waiting game. It was cat and mouse. When is this going to be used? That's what I enjoyed about the movie. Also, the use of music in the movie was very, very minimal, which really allowed for a lot of tension, and I'm so sick of those goddamn jump scares in these horror movies. It's stupid. It's like you're just waiting to be startled, not scared, and that's two completely different things. In this movie, there isn't that huge right when something happens, and because of that, this movie already is a notch above most other horror movies that have come out in the last probably 5 or 6 years. On top of that, the acting is really good. The main kid was actually pretty good, and I was like, I've seen him in something before. What was it?
Oh yeah, it was Goosebumps.
But he was good. Stephen Lang, the blind character, definitely had a very, very good performance. Probably the best in the movie. And he had all these weird little tics that you would expect somebody who's blind, who lives in a house and knows that house like the back of their hand, would have. And it was those subtle little nuances in his performance that I thought was really kind of cool to see, especially in a horror movie. Like, he had really worked on that character. Now, the majority of the movie takes place in the house. I really enjoyed all of that. It was very, very suspenseful. And at the beginning of the movie, the dude Money, he's shot and killed. That's shown in the trailer. Then, basically, the rest of the film is a kind of a cat and mouse game between Stephen Lang's character and the two kids that are left. But then Stephen Lang, he kills Goosebumps kid. Oh my god. You don't expect that. You're like, everybody's gonna live, it's gonna be fine. They kill the person at the beginning to show that, you know, not everybody's immortal in the movie. That's good to show. But then, poof, he kills the kid. And then he beats the hell out of the girl, and it looks like she's dead. And it has a hard cut to the outside of the house, and it just slowly pans out. I was like, holy shit, they're gonna end the movie like this. He won. He killed everybody that broke into his house. And I was like, oh my god, that would have been awesome.
But no.
Then there's more plot points that come along, and the boy's still alive, and he stabbed the wrong dude, and I was like, okay, so then they move on, and there's this other weird, convoluted scene in the basement. I'm not going to spoil that. It was pretty messed up, which kind of added to the tone of the movie. The young kid does end up dying, and I was like, okay. But then the girl gets away, and everything's kind of tied up in a nice little bow at the end. Kind of upset by that, because really it didn't fit with the tone of the movie. The film was so gnarly, and I was like hoping that they were going to stick with the grit, stay in the filth, and end it like that. But, you know, that's a mild complaint, because that's just my personal preference for the movie. Overall, I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's my first horror movie that I've seen where people are actually like screaming in the theater. That was kind of fun. go check out the movie. Definitely very, very well done. The sound design was great. The set design was great. The lighting was great. The performances were fantastic. Definitely a solid 7 out of 10 from me. So that's all I've got on the movie. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I had a lot of fun making this one. Keep an eye out for a possible Kubo and the Two Strings review, or I'm thinking possibly an Evangelion Rebuild review. All 3 films to date. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you liked it, that's great. If you didn't like it, that's also great though. So, because you know, you're individuals and you can have like opinions and stuff. Hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you next time on the Vampirotoothus reviews.